Hi, my name is Nabia Boachidankwa, and you're welcome to today's episode of Home with NBM, which is proudly hosted by Absa Ghana Limited. Why am I in Absa Ghana Limited? Well, apart from they saying your story matters, which it does, I want to talk to you about furnishing in a corporate space, why you have to furnish a particular way to keep your clients in. Because bottom line, it's all about the clients. When you get a space and you're going to furnish, there are four thematic areas that you have to look at. So I'm going to break it down using the Absa experience so you understand why Absa remains one of the top banks in Ghana. The first one, you have to look at mobility. When you enter a branch or when you enter the Absa branch, you realize that there's no furniture which is impeding your way. You are even able literally to do a 360, which is very, very important. You don't want to have tables blocking your view. You don't want to have chairs blocking your view. You should be able to walk confidently and speak to anybody. And that is lesson number one if you're going to furnish in a corporate space. Lesson number two is your lights. I always talk about lights when it comes to my pod, and this is a typical example. Most of us have different eye issues or eye problems. You don't want to be holding your checkbook about to write a check. You don't want to be able to start filling a form and you have to literally squint. That is like a horrible problem to have. You should have well lit areas so that right from the entrance to the last person you speak to in the bank, you are able to see. And this is exactly what Absa has understood very, very well. And it's literally telling us that if you want to keep your clients in, you want to keep people in, first thing, they must be able to see. So your eyesight is very important. Invest in good lights. It's not for nothing that lighting is one of the important things that we speak to you about when it comes to furnishing your home, your office, or a commercial space. Another thing which is very, very important is your chairs as you sit. For the Absa experience, from the time the gates open for you as a customer and you walk in, you realize that you are able to sit at a particular place to fill your form. You also have proper ergonomic chairs in front of your customer service area. So when you sit, you are not dipping, your back is not hurting, you are firm, you sit down. If all those, you've dealt with all those areas and you just have to wait to be attended to, there's a lounge area. I'm even standing here. I mean, look at this. This is so beautiful where you can sit. I mean, this is like perfect. You can sit, it's comfortable. And you see how I sat, no issue, no pressure. That is what we talk about, investing in good furniture. Okay, because you, at the end of the day, it's the human being you are dealing with, it's your body. You don't want to sit and get up and your back, your waist, all of that. So using the Absa experience, this is a typical example of what we must all be looking at. So whether it is your home, your commercial space, or your office. And I think one of the most important things that we kind of miss out also is everything being in its proper space, well sectioned spaces. Yes, this point almost kind of confuses people with the first one that you shouldn't have furniture impeding your movement and all of that. But if you don't even have furniture which is impeding your movement, everything should be in its proper space. So from the time you enter, once again, customer care is at this particular spot, client care is at this particular spot. Even the area just before the branch manager's office is also well demarcated, So all these things are things that you we can pick from an institution like this and transfer it into our homes. At the end of the day, I always say your home must be the space that keeps you in. Your office must be the space that keeps your workers in and also keep bringing clients in because they know that when I come in, I can literally put my problems and my worries away. All right. So thank you for joining me in this episode, which is proudly hosted by Absa Bank Ghana. And I'll catch you on the next episode. Bye.